All right, team, turns!
Take me out on the water,
We eat fishy.
way out in the woods, where the breathing is easy, the living is good.
All you can do is just laugh.
Out in the great
Larry Smith Outdoors is brought to you in part by Badger Sportsman, Bartline Barrels, Warrior Boats, Wilderness North Lodge, Big Snow Resort, Hard and Soft Fishing, Suzuki, Lynch of McGuanago, Dick Smith's Bait and Tackle, Wings Over Wisconsin, Kamick Law Firm, Deep Freeze, Cold Snap, Otter, Norm's Egg, and Jiffy.
And remember, it's a great day to be alive.
out in the great outdoors.
Holy moly. Hey, welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors. Today we're doing something totally different. We left the fishing rods in the Warrior at home and we came on down to Warren Valley. Hey, and with our good friend Cody Schaefer. Cody, what do we actually got going on here today? There's a ton of people here and I've had a gun in my hand and I got some free shells. What are we gonna be doing?
So we're going to be shooting sporting clays
Okay.
to raise money for our trap team for Kettle Moraine and to have fun and with celebrities and get to know people.
Well, that sounds like a great way to do it. So, you know, as far as we're gonna be shooting trap, you're saying? So, I mean, sporting clays. Okay, what's the difference between, for a guy like me, what's the difference between shooting trap and shooting sporting clays?
So in trap there's a house and then there's 5 different ways the clay can come out, and then in sporting clays the throwers are all different places and they come over your head and everywhere, and they're faster, slower, higher, and rabbits on the ground.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, no, you're not gonna get it mad at me because I love to hunt, I love to shoot, but I'm really not that good of a shot. And I'm putting that disclaimer in there right away. So I hope how many people are gonna be on our team?
I think 5 including you.
Okay, so I'm hoping we got some really good shots. I know you're okay shot. Your dad's, he's semi-okay, but we've got some really good shots to kind of cover up for me.
Yeah.
Good deal.
The best shooter on the team is with us, so.
Who is that?
Matt Yarsh.
Matt Yarsh, okay, Matt. Well, I hope Matt really is on his game today, because I'll tell you, you know what? If there's any way that you're gonna make myself look bad, this could possibly it. So, hey, stay tuned. Let's see what happens today on Larry Smith Outdoors. Yep, pull. Okay, lucky.
Oh,
Thanks, John. Thanks, John. Oh, I just got it.
Gun, you guys.
Not the gun. Okay.
Shotgun Schaefer.
Yep, shotgun
There you
Schaefer.
go, Cody. Larry.
Nice, Cody. Nice. Nice. How much? Hey, how much is this gun?
$500. Yeah, it's real cheap.
How much is it really? 15,000?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my gosh. You know something? I have never shot a gun in my life like this. Nice job, Cody. Nice. Pull. Thanks, Matt. Pull. Nice. Nice. Good job, Brad.
Walk away.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Smile, Matthew. Smile.
Nice, Mary.
There's not another pretty fence on the highway there.
Wow.
Then we have ribs and chicken.
Ooh, I'll take both.
All right. You can have a third piece. Would you like a third
No
piece?
kidding, I will.
What would you like?
Whatever you grab. I'm not picky.
I'll grab you some chicken. That chicken's good.
Awesome, look at that meal. Hey, and thanks everybody for their service too. Appreciate it. Hey, I thank the Kettle Moraine Trap Team for having us come out here today for this shoot. And I'll tell you, I also for sure thank our men and women in our armed forces for protecting this country. And thanks for this food, I'll tell you that. Hey, Cody, I didn't shoot too bad, did I? You know, and thanks to John and Matt, you know what, for the helpful tip, because I'll tell you one thing, I would have never shot that well if it wasn't for that. Hey, just remember, it's a great day to be alive.
The warrior story continues with the best tracking, driest ride in the industry. Designed with a high degree of dead rise and bow flare to push water out and down for a smooth, dry, comfortable ride. The smart trolling keel limits bow drift for enhanced boat control in the wind, and with a lifetime hull warranty, Warrior boats are built to last. Warrior Boats, a legend reborn.
Badger Sportsman Magazine, Wisconsin's premier outdoor magazine. Fishing and hunting in Wisconsin, written by outdoor enthusiasts from Wisconsin. Each issue features timely fishing and hunting articles from experts across the state. Badger Sportsman Magazine will help you make the most out of your time in the woods or on the water. Subscribe to Badger Sportsman Magazine today.
Hey folks, the Badger Sportsman Magazine wants to see a picture of you having fun in the outdoors. And to have a chance to win a trip with us here on Larry Smith Outdoors and a hard and soft water fishing kit, all you have to do is submit that picture to thebadgersportsman.com. Hey, welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors. Hey, this morning we're up here on the Wolf River and we're gonna see what's in the river. We're gonna actually try a little walleye fishing, and then we're gonna do some crappie fishing this afternoon. The nice part about this year is that the water is real high, extremely high for this time of year. We've had a lot of good rains up to the north, which has really, brought our water levels up here. So it should be pretty decent walleye fishing, and there's always crappies up here and bluegills this time of year. Hey, we've got a couple special guests. We got our good friend Jerry Swan and his buddy Bubba. And hey, Bubba, I see you this morning. You broke the ice with me, buddy, right away, because look at Bubba's wife last night made that right there. Tell us right away that it's not going to be a good day. Look at that. That's the way that mean, you know what, when it comes to food, right here. But I think the rule should be no fish, no cookies, right? Right? Hey,
For a while.
for a while. Stay tuned, let's see what happens today up on the Wolf River, fishing the Fremont area.
Kalen's has been catching multi-species fish for over 30 years. From our crappie grubs, to our seismic series of hybrid swim baits and grubs, to our jerk minnows,
You can't see that jerk minnow, can you?
to our garlic and salt impregnated wacko worm,
That's a Kalen's Wacko.
our premium line of Kalen jig heads. Oh, and our original Kalen's grub still does a pretty good job too.
Fish, look at that Kalen's in her mouth right there.
Wings Over Wisconsin, a nonprofit organization dedicated to natural resource restoration, preservation, and education with youth and community involvement. Through cooperation with private landowners, state and federal agencies, Wings Over Wisconsin has been a leader in the preservation of our natural wildlife habitat, with donated dollars staying in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. For information about how you can join this great organization or how to start a new chapter, please visit wingsoverwisconsin.org.
Patrick, what are you doing out here?
Mark, I'm going fishing this weekend, but with this massive selection of trucks, I can't figure out which one to take.
The brand new Lynch McGuanago stores have a massive selection of brand new Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Make your next stop at the all-new state-of-the-art Lynch McGuanago dealerships today.
Nobody sells for less than Lynch.
You know what we're going to be doing here now is basically we're going to be drifting down the river, and we're using weedless jigs, Bubba, and half a crawler, and the key to it is not to set the hook right away. Let these fish give them time to load up on the rod. I'm just getting this set here. Here, put a crawler on yours. Jerry, you too. You know, I got her. Yep, just half a crawler. So what I do, you can see I got weed guards on here. Yep. And I trim about half of them off because there's a lot of timber. That's what them fish are laying right in. Make sure the night crawler's coming right straight off the hook like that, and just pitch her right upstream. And you'll feel that jig going through the timber, but unfortunately the fish feel just like the timber. See, basically what we're gonna be doing here is you wanna make sure that jig's on the bottom, and I'm using these light rods because I let them load up on it. The key is though, when you're going through that timber, is you got to know the difference between the fish and the timber. That's the hardest part. And if you set back, what's going to happen? If you set back when you're going through the timber thinking it's a fish, you're going to push that weed guard down, Bubba, and then you're going to be stuck all the time. So basically I'm just casting upriver just so I know I'm on the bottom and just letting it drag. And what happens is the fish are facing upriver, so when that jig comes by them, they got to turn. So I give them about 6 consistent pulls. What's happening, the fish are turning like this, you know, their bodies, and they got that crawler in their mouth. They're actually sliding down. So you could let them actually lay on that jig for, you know, for 2-3 minutes before they're going to drop it. Even sometimes they still won't drop it. But giving them more time versus less time is definitely going to be more effective and more productive. Oh, look at that big old river clam. Look at my jig, completely gone. I'm thinking catfish, but I'd like to be wrong, but I'll tell you that. I'm thinking walleye. Didn't I say walleye? Yeah. There you go. Hey.
I got somebody's line there.
Yeah, I think you got, you know, Mr. Swan's line here. All right, you got the first keeper. Nice little 14-inch fish right here.
You're right, Jared. This is fun.
Well, Bubba, since you got the first walleye, finally, first keeper walleye, we get to break open the cookies. And your wife Sandy made this for us, huh? Yeah. Look at that, you guys. I'll tell you that. Boy, I'll tell you, you got to just do me one favor. Don't leave this up here by me, okay? Because I will definitely have a belly. Let me sample.
She ruined me. I had a Nautilus body at one time.
You're putting it on her?
Yeah, of course.
Wow, these are delicious. Hey, you guys want any of these? Okay, you. Bad fish, boys. Oh, it is a good fish. What? I did not think that was going to be a walleye. All right, Mr. Swan, I'm trying to think now. Bubba's got a keeper, I have a keeper. I'm trying to think, boy, who else is in the boat that's fishing?
Who caught the first walleye this morning, though, to get you guys started?
Right. Did you see anything, Bubba? And this would mean 2 for you, 1 for me, and none for Mr. Swan yet, but no, who's counting?
I have a cookie jar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Nice fish. There you go. Want to hold them up to the camera, Bubba? That's a decent fish. Yep. Gotta like that. Hey, Swanee, what do you think of that? You hold them up? Bubba, nice job. Very nice job. Yep. Patience. You have a lot of patience.
That's how you do it, right into the camera?
Right into the camera. You're a pro at that, Bubba. Oh,
I've watched you on TV a lot, Larry.
Right.
It's
I appreciate
a
watching
beautiful
us
thing.
on TV. Now you're on the TV. Hey, Bubba, Jerry, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up and fish some more walleyes, but before we go up too far up into the river, let's stop at a few crappie spots and fish some crappies right away and see if we can put a couple in the boat here. And what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be fishing these trees, and most of these trees are in about 10 to 12 feet of water. So when you start fishing, the branches are layered all the way through the water column. I don't want you dropping all the way down to the bottom, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna catch the crappies on the bottom and pull them all the way up through the ones that are layered up on top, and you'll spook all them. So start about 3 foot down and then just slowly work your way down. I just work about 3 foot down, nothing, go down another 6 to 10 inches, work that part of the water column, and just, like I said, work your way. Once you get down to the bottom and you're not catching any, then move over, 2 or 3 feet, and it's amazing how it can change the amount of fish that you're catching just because they're hanging on these branches that are obviously underneath the surface like that. And anything that's protected, they can ambush stuff and hide behind. It makes a big difference in just going down a little bit farther and a little bit moving over just a little bit. Now what I'm doing here, Jerry and Bubba, the other day I was anchored right up in here, or tied up right up in here, and the current wasn't as strong. We got a bunch of rain last weekend and really brought this water level up, and you can see the current's a little too strong. The fish do not like, the crappies do not like to sit in that heavy current like that. They like to sit right on the edges. So what I'm gonna do is, you can see right here coming off that tree, you can see how the current breaks right there, and you got about almost 10 feet of water right there. So I'm gonna pull us in right here, and I'll bet you the crappies are gonna be right on that current break right there, and it does drop right down there to about 15, 16. So I'm gonna push us out a little bit, reposition the boat. It's one thing about when you're fishing rivers is you have to adapt, because the rivers are rising and lowering, nothing like a lake. Lakes don't fluctuate like this unless it's a flowage. But on a typical situation like this, again, the current is everything. And when it comes to rivers, a lot of people say, well, you don't have your locator on. A lot of times I don't even use a locator in the river. I'm watching the currents and the way they come around the bends and how they come through the trees. And that's what you're really fishing. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, a locator is not the most useful tool when you know the river. Again, a good river person, you would call him a river rat, watches the currents. It's all about the currents, the water levels, and you're watching that. That's your locator right there. So what we're gonna do, we'll try a little bit of live bait, and we're gonna use some of these kaolin scrubs, crappie scrubs, and see what happens.
Hey, in the kitchen today, you can see what I'm making. I got venison already cooked up. I got the white rice. I'm making stuffed venison peppers today. Take your venison stuffing rice, put it in there. I like leaving the stems on them. I don't know, just for, you don't have to do whatever you want, but it just looks cool when you cook them up for presentation. Stack them up like this. Give you a little hint. Take a little beef broth. Put it in the bottom of your pan. That'll loosen up your peppers a little bit so they're not so stiff, and they'll steam them up when they're in the oven. I have the oven already set for 400 degrees. I'm gonna cover them up, and just before they're done, I'm gonna take my cheese and put it over the top Some people put tomato sauce in there. Not me. I like just the taste of the wild venison and the rice and the queso sauce on top. So I'm gonna cover these up, put them in the oven, and about 15 minutes I'm gonna pop them open, take a look at them, put my cheese on them, and finish them off that way. All right, everybody, I got it at 400 degrees. I'm gonna slap this in the oven. And like I say, about 15, I'm gonna pull it up, look at it about 12 minutes, but I think it's 15 minutes. They should be nice and steamed, soft. Pull it out, put my cheese on top, and put it in for a couple more minutes so the cheese soaks in. And we're gonna have stuffed peppers, venison stuffed peppers. Wow, that's hot. Oh man, if you guys smell the inside of the stove with that peppers. All right, let's see what we got here. Now remember, I still gotta put it back in for 5 more minutes or so with this cheese sauce on top. Yeah, that's what you're seeing. See the beef broth, how it's making the peppers soft like that? All right, let's put our cheese sauce on top. This is just mine. I mean, like I say, you could put tomato sauce inside the peppers and that, but I like this on top. Puts a little kick to it, a little flavor. What guy really doesn't like cheese? Remember, folks, beef broth in the bottom. Steams it, gets them peppers a little looser. All right, folks, pull them out of the oven. The cheese is on them. They look beautiful. I think I'm gonna try the yellow one. And I'm gonna...
Hey, can I try some?
Oh my God. Whoa, you're like a crow on a power line out there, kid. Caw, caw, caw. Look, looking to eat. Hey, hold on. Here's the one right here you can have. Oh boy. Watch out, guys. How did Dad do with Ma's recipe?
Mom does it better.
Here, hold on. She's all messed up. Close her down. Hold her down. Wash her down.
See you later.
Adios.
The Badger Sportsman is the magazine for outdoors in Wisconsin. Not a subscriber? Now is the time. You won't want to miss a single issue. It's packed full of everything you need to know for open water success, no matter what species you're targeting. For availability in your area and subscription information, check out badgersportsman.com today.
That is what it's all about. Here we go. There. Ooh, that's a decent crappie right there. That's not too bad. Not bad at all. Got one, Swanee? Oh, there you go. Pull him up. Get him up. Get him up. Get him up. Nice job. Jerry, how far down were you there? You're about 10 foot in the back there. How deep were you?
About 4.
Okay, that's what I said. You never want to go down too far right away. Just start at the upper part of the water column and work your way down. Nice deal. Oh, there we go. Another crappie. No, actually, they're starting to bite pretty good now. Gotta like that. Again, that Jerry, I was only probably down maybe about 4 foot with that one too. Just kind of twitching that little scrub down there. You caught yours off a minnow, huh? Yeah, I got mine off of plastic. Nice deal. Here we go. Oh, that's a better crappie right there. That one. Oops. Gotta get them out of the trees. Yeah, this one's a little bit bigger crappie. I'll tell you that. Not too bad. Boy, I almost got my scrub off on that one too. Again, I'm just barely moving that. If you take that crappie scrub and you watch it just underneath the surface where you can see it, and you see the current, you really don't have to move it much, just the way the design of the scrub is. And what happens, it rolls off the body into where the tail is, the current, and it just sits there and just kind of flutters. I think a lot of times with some of the other tube jigs that you move them a little bit too much. These scrubs, you definitely do not have to shake. There you go. You got them? You don't have to shake. Oh, it came off. Well, you don't have to move it quite as much. Guess what, Brad? Live well. I'm gonna open up the live well today. This is actually called the dead well today. It's so warm out, instead of using the live well, we're putting everything right in the cooler. Just gotta close it quick. Crappies. Here we go. Yeah, got that little bugger. Oops. I just switched colors too on that scrub and put that back down and switched it a couple times. You know, these aren't monster crappies, but they're all real good eating fish, you know, right in that, you know, 9 and 10 inch range. All right, another crappie. Come on, Bubba. You had the walleye bite. Let's see you get the crappie bite though.
I'm trying.
Oh, he went right through the net. Did you see that?
Did he?
Yeah. I don't know. He's faster than we are, Bubba. That's all I gotta say. Nice channel cat right there. Yeah, if you like. Yep, that's a perfect eater if you're gonna eat catfish right there.
I never ate it, so I would try
Really?
it if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll fillet it for you. I'll even show you how to fillet a catfish out. But that's a channel cat. You know, the flatheads have a size limit on them, 30 to 36 and over 42, but the channel cats, no size limit on them. And this is a perfect size. Where's our live well, or our dead well? You know something that's really funny? I gotta tell you, guys, I'm gonna tell you something really funny about that cooler. That cooler actually belongs to one of my clients that I had out a couple days ago that left it in my boat. Then I took out all his old sandwiches and stuff that are in there. I certainly hope he's doesn't watch this show and sees that we got that thing stuffed full of fish, because he might not be too happy with us. Hey, I hope everybody enjoyed our show this week here up on the Wolf River. You know, one thing you gotta remember is this bite is just starting. This will run right through the end of October here. And you know, a big thing is when you're coming up to these areas, make sure that you give the local bait shops a call to see what's going on, and they can give you an idea where you need to go and what you need to use. When we're heading into Fremont, we always use Ma's Bait Shop. You can talk to Dan over there and give him a call, and he'll give you the information you need to know. And we're up in New London. We always talk to Little Johnny over at Little Johnny's Bait Shop up there. Another great place to stop in right by the boat landing there. So, and it's always good to support your local bait shops for sure too. So I hope, again, everybody enjoyed this week's show, and just remember, it's a great day to be alive. Brad, take that camera away. Give me that camera.
I quit. I'm going home.
Larry, you put shells in there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. This boat not big enough for you?
That would be me.
Hey, Bubba, is the sun getting to you?
Just my right ear is a little on fire, thank you.
Thought he was a gangster all of a sudden.